I'm Cyclid, and I'm here with my day 1 update for the third Edict patch. Well, I guess it's the Rise of the Abyss League. Anyway, I wanted to go Amazon at start, and it turned out that GG decided that Amazon at League start was too risky. Now, there were two reasons for that. This node says 15%, and that is wrong. In-game right now it says 25%, but at league start, it said 15% in-game despite being taken out of the patch notes. So I didn't know what was going to be. Was it going to be 15 or 25? With it being 15, it was too much of a nerf, and this is basically a dead node. It gives you like 3% base crit if you heavily invest into accuracy, but rather than just invest your passive 3 points into crit directly and use the bare minimum of accuracy needed to hit enemies. So critical strikes at launch was significantly weaker, and just penetrate was not worth going over this node. So I decided that Amazon was too risky of a start, and I started a Ranger into a Deadeye. Now, I will still try to make Spiral Volley work because I still think it's gonna be the best clearing skill, but I need to first get my character there. The second significant nerf, which I need to still find a workaround, other people have already tried it, and it feels quite bad, is if we look at break armor, or armor break, it says 20 chance to gain endurance charge on a tier 3 version and 15 on a tier 2 version. In standard, I right now only have a T2 version, and when I test around with that T2 version, my frenzy charge time feels like when I did with the previous league numbers, a fresh character just in T1 maps that I just reached level 75 with, just picked Resonance with. And that one had decent gear. So now I need to figure out what is the minimum gear needed that it feels good. What is the other support gems for? There are other support gems like chance to not remove charges, chance to get an additional charge. I need to see with those things, how does it feel compared to previously? How can we make the frenzy charge uptime for Spiral Volley good? So that much for the Spiral Volley build. I still gonna try to make it work. I'm still testing around. As to what I actually did, well, because I committed to that, I just went pure meta and I used Lightning Arrow, Lightning Rod to just annihilate everything in campaign. As long as I had a decent bow, as long as I had a decent quiver, campaign went buttery smooth. The only difficulty was learning the new boss patterns, but honestly that would have been on any build. Once in maps, I quickly swapped in the roar mount. It feels absolutely incredible. I'm running around with 50% movement speed, and yeah, I having decent gear. It's nothing crazy yet. I got luckily a foil of the X charm. I don't know if it's gonna end up expensive or not, but hey, you immune to slows and onslaught, I take it. The passive tree did change a bit, and let me talk quickly about any notable notes. I also will leave a direct import of my current character in the PoB. You can grab that. The companion notes turned out to be absolutely insane. I grabbed the companion note here, I grabbed the companion notes leading up here, and instead of grabbing things like attack speed and blind or damage against unique enemies, I just ended up grabbing the companion notes here as well. And so far they have felt quite great. I got lucky and got a jewel with mana on kill and a jewel with increased evasion rating and herald damage during campaign. I still haven't upgraded from those. And right now I'm using my offense swap for the marked enemy nodes and the shock nodes, and I'm applying Voltaic Mark and Stormcaller Arrow with my offense swap. But that much for the tree update. As for where I am and how it feels, right now I am in T7 maps. I just finished my last T7 map yesterday, and today I'm gonna be starting with T8 maps. It so far has felt pretty smooth, bossing and mapping alike. Again, I really want to make Spiral Volley work, but for now we have to use Lightning Arrow. I'm sitting at 15 out of 9 out of 40 passive 3 points, but progression is going smoothly. All this being said, if you have any questions, please let me know. Also let me know how your league start if you went Amazon or Deadeye and intending to go in Spiral Volley event. I'm highly curious how it went for everybody else. And with that, I will be live later I would argue, about 2.5 hours from uploading this video. I still need to prepare breakfast for my grandparents. So once that happens, I will be live. All this being said, have a lovely day, and I'll be back later.